we kind of want to hear what your stories are like. And I know you told me one yesterday we can talk about later that happened to you with a sale that you tried to do on Marketplace. So we're going to talk about that. So that's our topic. Buying online, selling online, something in person. Have you been scammed? Have you had great experiences? We just kind of want to hear what that's like.
And I'm sure everybody's probably got a story.
Probably does have
a story or two, I think.
And the bent, of course. The bent is that it's Valentine's Day.
Of course, it is Valentine's Day.
So the question is, do you love Marketplace?
Are you buying Valentine's Day presents on Marketplace?
I'll be on Marketplace tomorrow for chocolates.
Those are day-old chocolates. You get a deal.
Not today. I'll be there tomorrow for chocolates.
Yeah, you get a deal on the day-old chocolates.
That's
right.
Wow, look at all the people that are here already. I haven't even seen all the comments because there's so many people who have jumped in on comments. Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Dark for
I love it.
Willie. What is that? Dark. Can't read that hashtag. The dark for Willie. And
we'll get to a few people.
Love the new intro. Thanks, Nicole. That's a big thanks to our producer, James.
Mr. James.
And we also have a producer here. Amy is here with us this morning.
Oh, yeah. We have an understudy producer for those times that perhaps young James can't make it.
Yeah.
It's Amy Henshaw. Say hi, everybody.
She's off in the background, kind of watching what James is doing. But yeah, good morning, all.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Leslie Ann.
Leslie Ann, Nicole. Nice to see y'all.
Everybody's here. So again, before we get to our topic, how was your guys' week? Cliff?
It was busy, man. It was a very busy week. It was somewhat trying, somewhat stressful, somewhat all those things busy. But you know what? It flew by. That's one bonus if you're busy. It doesn't matter if it's bad busy, good busy, stressful busy, not stressful. It goes quick.
Busy as busy, and Saturday morning, and you're friggin' exhausted. Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah.
But the good thing is, for the first time in all week, I got to sleep in. I think I got up at 6:30.
Wait, what?
Well, that's a sleep in.
I know.
Good on you.
I know. So that was awesome. So after 4 cups of coffee, I
4.
I feel good.
Giddy up.
Nah.
You got some giddy and some up.
And some up, buddy. And some up.
How about you there, Mr. Paul? How was the week?
I'm not going to spend very much time on this, but my week has been shit.
Oops.
This is really spending no time on this. I have 2 13-year-olds and a 12-year-old. It's really affected me what happened in BC. So,
oh man.
Tumbler Ridge, I am with you. Not spending any time on this. We had a kitchen table talk last night about this because I've got 2 13-year-olds and a 12-year-old, and it's really I just I'm with you. So I don't want to talk about it, but so my week has been shit, quite frankly, because it's been nothing but thinking about that. So another thing too, really good friend of mine leaving to Paris today. Tara, have a wonderful
Paris. Wow.
Fantastic trip. Have a fantastic trip. Bring back lots and lots of memories. She's not been to Paris.
See, I'd never been, as I said on talking on this show last year, I had never been to Paris.
Yeah.
And not even knowing that we would really even like Paris per se.
Yeah.
But now I love it.
Is that right? Is that right? I'd love to go.
Yeah,
I'd love to go
again.
Yeah, Tara, a good friend of mine. We were talking French for a little while because my French immersion.
Yeah.
So a little bit of refresher, which was a lot of fun for me actually, because I don't want to lose that. Right. I do not want. You got a second language. Use it for goodness sakes. Right.
Exactly.
So that was fun for me. But yeah. So safe travels there, girl.
Is she watching? Is she going to learn?
I don't know.
I
think so. I assume so. I don't know. So
there was one that said they're fine with day-old chocolates, but I'm not. What is that? Tarot? What's the at? Again, it's a name I don't.
Yeah, I can't read it from this far back.
It's a name I don't recognize at all.
Yeah, I can't read it from this.
If you're whoever said I will gladly take day-old chocolates, let us know who you are. Are you new to the show? Is this your first time watching, or have you changed your tag to give us a different name? Jamie's on there.
And Bill.
Oh, hi, James. Miss you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
How was my week?
How was your week?
it flew right by. Seemed like we were just sitting here, and now we're back.
I know we're back.
Yeah. Of course, we were here till like
I was-
3:15 a.m. this morning.
I
setting
was
up.
just gonna
No,
say,
you were not.
I
Were
was
you
just gonna
really?
say. I mean, we called Paulie and we asked him, "Hey, Paulie, is it possible you come and help us
You
out on
did
Friday?"
not.
And he didn't answer.
That is crap. You did not.
So we spent the 3 setting up this. I mean, Bill printed this. He hand painted this backdrop right here.
Yeah.
He started at 8 o'clock and he hand
Last
painted the
night.
backdrop.
Yeah, it's
And-
still not dry, so don't touch it.
So don't touch it. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And you'll notice the Podlie podcast down there. I mean, you can't believe how long it took to print that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And the fact of the matter is, we needed help and nobody would help us. So Amy came and she set up all the backdrops and she set up all the technical gear back there. And
Yeah, well, Cliff and I had to get some rest because we'd been here so long.
exactly. And if y'all believe that I have some land to sell you in
Yeah,
Florida,
that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
There's a,
no, I have some land to sell you on Marketplace.
no, I really do. Honest,
Honest, I do.
Sheep tomorrow.
honest, I really do have some
No.
land.
Too funny.
Uh,
Right then.
Somebody's saying hi to you there, Paul.
Hi, hello. Oh,
Jamie.
Mom and I were listening in the car. Oh, it's James. Mom and I are listening in the car. Jim's in his truck working. Is
Yeah.
Jim in town, Jim, or is Jim out of town?
But-
Jimmy does a lot of.
And then prior to
Tell me.
that, somebody said hi, Paul. It looked like Kathy or Katie. Somebody was saying hi, Paul.
I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
What? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I will find out who you are later. But hello back.
There we go. So, in actuality, Jamie, she said she'll come out. No, we weren't here till 3:15 a.m. It was probably more like 2:55 a.m. But anyway, it went well. We're getting used to doing this whole new setup. So it's
and
it'll get
Bill
quicker.
got this beautiful backdrop ordered, and we discovered that we didn't have a wide enough
Stand for it.
Stand
It
for
was
it.
bigger than we thought.
Yeah, so next week we'll get a new stand and all that type of jazz. But
Hey, by the way, tomorrow is Jim's birthday.
happy birthday,
Nice.
Jim.
Happy pre-birthday.
Be early.
So the day after
birthday,
Valentine's
Jimmy.
Day, he gets his birthday. So
That's
does he
right.
get extra chocolates?
Hey, James, that's really
Why-
cheap for you. Get chocolates for him tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Bang.
Happy birthday, dear Jimmy. Happy birthday to you. Good. Well done.
Right then.
Man,
All
we
right.
suck at harmonizing, dudes.
All right. Yeah, so nobody wants to listen to this.
Laura says she can hear us. Well, that's good. I'm glad you can hear us, Laura.
Not a bad thing, Laura.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we get into this topic? So again, like I said, I'm not taking credit for it because it was on a radio station, and they seem to be getting a whole bunch of people coming in to talk about
Talk
their
about
experience, and
Marketplace. Nice.
probably 80% that I heard were like bad experiences
Yeah.
of
I don't doubt that though.
people saying that you find something, whatever, let's say you find a coffee table on there and it's listed at $75 and it looks in great shape. And,
Yeah.
this is amazing. That's a great deal. I need a coffee table.
Whenever I see the words like new,
Yeah. and then you go to meet the person to
15
pick it up or
years
whatever,
ago.
and it's missing half a leg, but they don't show that in the photo. But they still want their $75.
they still want the 75
Yeah.
smackers.
Or those people that say, yeah, no, that's good. Send me an e-transfer and then we'll meet.
and then we'll meet. Yeah.
Yeah. And realize that you just lost all your money
Yeah,
because
yeah.
then they
Yeah.
ghost you and the whole post is gone. The ad shuts
Everything's
down.
gone. Yeah.
And
I
so,
was telling you, that happened to my neighbor. She bought, I think, a stove or a fridge. Can't remember what the details was.
Yeah.
But she paid $900, and for some odd reason, she just e-transferred $900, and they were going to send it via delivery truck
yeah, right.
to her house.
But she'd seen pictures of it on a skid and stuff, right?
Right.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, right? So she transferred the $900, and of course, 2 seconds later, the ad's gone. The person has left the chat group, like the Facebook chat group, and there's no trace of who this person is.
Yeah.
Right. And she called her bank, and the bank says, "Well, no, it's just an email address we sent it to, and
Yeah,
it's already
yeah.
accepted." Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah. No, that's not good at all. So is that Kathy? Says I sell a lot on Marketplace. And what's your experience been like?
That's what I was. How's your experience been with buyers, Kathy?
And Cliff, you had an experience. You were selling something.
I don't sell a lot of stuff. Like I
Yeah,
don't. I
no,
simply
me
don't.
neither. Yeah.
And musical stuff I tend to give away because that's how you inspire people, young people, stuff like that. So I've had lots of guitars that I've think I'd sell, and then I end up giving them away and so on and so forth. But I had this Vox amplifier. It was in mint condition, beautiful amplifier. I paid good money for it, and this time I really wanted my money back. So I put it online for $400, which is a really good price for that amplifier. I got a whole bunch of calls, and then I got one messages, and then I got a message from one guy says, "Hey, I'll give you $100 more if you hold it for me," and blah blah. I'm like, "Listen, I don't want your $100. It's $400. If you tell me you want it,
Take it or leave it, baby,
or whatever.
Take it or leave it.
I don't need your extra money, right?" Blah blah blah. So he says, "Okay, well, can you come to my house?" I'm like, "No, I can't do that. I'll meet you." Because what are you going to do? You got to take this heavy amplifier. It's probably, I don't know how many pounds it is. It's like 60, 70 pounds. What are you going to do? Lift it up and take it into the house? No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And then what if he doesn't give you the money? Now what are you going to do? Lift it back out again? Forget it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, meet me at the RCMP place on the West End. So humming and hawing and all type of stuff. He finally meets me there. And and then he says, "Okay, well, if you just follow me and, we'll go to the bank and I'll get you money and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "You didn't bring the money?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Well, I told you that's why the whole deal is to bring the cash."
Bring
said, "Well,
cash.
How many transactions do you need to do?
Yeah, exactly. Right? So anyway, long story short, getting to the end of this right away, he says, "Okay, fine. But I need to test the amp."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, well,
You got to test.
That's legitimate.
Yeah,
That's legitimate.
That's legit." And I said, "Okay, well, did you bring a guitar?" "No." "Did you bring a cord?" "No." "Well, I don't have either of those things." "Okay, so all right, I'll be right back. I'll go. Just follow me. Why don't you follow me home?" No, I won't do
What?
that.
Okay, so hang on. He wants to test the amp,
Yeah.
but he does not bring a cord
And
or
a
a
guitar
guitar.
or money.
What does
Or money.
so then? What does he expect
Correct.
from
So then he wants me to
you?
follow me. I'm like, "No, I won't do that."
He
He
wants
says,
you to
"Okay,
go to his
okay,
house.
hold on.
Yeah.
I'll go and get my guitar and blah, blah, blah." And I said, "But you don't have cash yet." He says, "Don't worry about it. I'll stop at the bank. It's right around the corner from my house."
Yeah.
"Well, then why didn't you bring the cash to begin with?" So it was this really, really, really. And then he says, "Okay, wait right here." And I'll be, and now I'm getting really suspicious. And it's getting to be dark. And I'm like, I don't know who he's going to bring back.
Yeah.
With him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Actually, I'll meet you over there."
Yeah.
And I pointed to right in front of the
Right in
club
front
shop.
of the
Right?
clock shop,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, you never did sell him the amp, did you?
I never
Did. He
did.
ever come? Did he come back? He left
No.
and never came back.
He never came back.
It wasn't. You
It
weren't-
was a scam for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Guaranteed.
you weren't falling for
No,
anything you
no.
wanted to do. Yeah.
No.
Um,
If he'd have brought cash, I'd have been happy to turn the amp on and say, "Listen, this is I'm telling you, it works. It's brand new."
yeah.
And it was literally brand new. The amp was like brand new. I
That
bought
was
it.
weird.
I took it home. I never gigged with it because I'm not an electric guitar player per se.
Yeah.
I was hoping to play it
Yeah.
a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
So Kathy says, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She says, okay, except they try to lower the prices. So everybody tries to negotiate
Right.
with you. Yeah. So how often? Actually,
Yeah, but I
Kathy,
do that too, though.
I think everybody tries to negotiate. If somebody says this
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
$500, you might say, "What can I get it for $450 or whatever?" Right. So there's always that negotiation time. Do you ever get anybody, Kathy, that has bought just whatever you put out there, or say it's $300 and they give you $300 cash?
Yeah.
Deborah Hughes Gar. Good morning, Deborah. She says, Kathy says money talks. Deborah, hi everyone. We're talking about schemers and scammers and bottom feeders. So Deborah was not a policeman, but she used to work for the Edmonton City Police. So now, correct me if I'm wrong, Deborah. I think you were in charge of vehicle dispatch, if I remember correctly, or something along that line. But anyway, so she's probably seen it. You've probably seen it and heard a lot of stories as well, I would assume, Deborah, about scammers that are out there.
Is there? I don't do a lot of shopping on online marketplace,
Except for day old chocolates.
Except for Dale tomorrow.
Yeah.
Except for Dale chocolate, I haven't done it yet. Is there one place more so than others that are more prone to scammers than not? Marketplace is Marketplace the one and only local?
Kijiji is the same.
Kijiji, that's
Kijiji,
right. There's
yeah.
Marketplace, Kijiji. So
Way
is
back east of
Marketplace
eBay,
more
but-
shady than Kijiji? Is Kijiji more shady, or is Marketplace Kijiji and Kijiji is take it or leave it? I don't know. I don't do a lot of shopping online.
Again, I
so-
don't do
Yeah.
a ton from those sites.
Like,
either.
are you more trusting of, let's say, Marketplace than you would be Kijiji? That's a question that I have as well.
My wife has bought quite a few things off Marketplace, but she's always, again, really careful on how she
Yeah.
does her purchases and
Yeah.
where we pick it up, etc.
Do you
I
guys
always go with her. when
Yeah.
she's picking up a purchase.
I bought very little.
have you put a lot of stuff up for sale?
No,
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
like I said, I seldom ever sell
Yeah,
anything.
I'm out
I
of
sold,
my
I sold
yeah.
that Vox
I'm out
app.
of my league
I
here.
sold that Vox app in the end. Easy peasy. Guy messaged me and said, "Hey, I love your amplifier. I know all about it. You don't need to tell me anything about it. If you tell me it's in good shape,
Yeah.
I'd like to buy it." And blah blah blah. And I said,
Yeah.
"Well, where do you want to meet?" He says, "How about Tim Hortons in Sherwood Park?"
Cool.
I met him at Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Basically, he looked at it and went, "Oh wow, it is in great shape. Thanks, man. Give me my $400." And he says to me, he
Yeah.
says, "Can I buy you a coffee?" And we sat down and had coffee for I don't know, maybe half an hour and chatted.
No way.
Kind of became friends.
Cool.
And he took the amp out. 2 days later, he messaged me back saying this thing is effing awesome.
No way.
Thanks so
Is
much.
is he gigging with it,
I
or
think
is
he
he
was
is he gig, or is it just home?
yeah, no, I think he's just home. Yeah,
Cool.
he's just home. So, but yeah,
Cool.
just a neat guy.
Cool.
And turns out he's got a whole music setup and
Yeah.
Are those stories more in the majority or minority?
I would say
Because I would
minority.
say minority.
minority.
Yeah, I would say you're lucky.
I know I
Cliff.
saw
Yeah.
a story, and this was probably a month ago. Some people, I can't remember exactly what they were buying, but the sellers, was it the sellers or no? Maybe it was I can't remember which way it was of the sellers buys, but anyway, they went to the house, and when they got to the house, there was two guys in the house, and they attacked them.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
You hear
so
stories about
they
that.
jumped the people that were
Yeah.
coming.
Oh,
And this
my
is why it's
God.
important. This is why it's
Yeah.
important. Who's that? That's
Amy.
Amy. Amy's just trying to always
Yeah.
meet in public space and have someone with you. Like no kidding, right? Have
For
someone with
safety,
you.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. And like I think the couple of times that I went to a place, I would just send somebody my location. I'd send my friend Jeremy my location or send Leslie a location. So that they know where I am.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I'm going in there now. Blah blah blah. And
Mhm.
but I think you really have to have a sense about you. And I think this is an important thing to sort of bring to the top is that you really have to be engaged with your senses. People talk about gut feeling, right? What
Mhm.
is gut feeling? Gut feeling is not actually anything other than sort of the aggregate observations that you have in any
Mhm.
situation, right? Because you don't know it, but your senses are picking up everything
Mhm.
that's happening around you. And then that basically tells your gut how you're feeling.
How are you going to react?
And I think people
Yeah.
who don't pay attention to that are the ones that are going to get scammed, the ones that are going to get hurt. So I think you need to pay attention to what's going on around you, really, really, truly see how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to the house, you don't have to stop. You can go by, you can drive by the house. You can pull up there and see how you feel, look at it, and then move on. And I think you need to engage all of these senses, all of these sensory
Mhm.
perceptors of yours in any situation. Because while you think, oh, I just don't want to get scammed, honestly, people, that's the least of the things that could happen to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
What
that's
could be
true.
worse, Bill, is what you talked about being attacked, right?
Mhm.
So being scammed, we're all afraid of being scammed, but honestly, that's the least of it. So you lose a
Mhm.
couple of $100.
Yeah.
What's the big
Yeah.
deal?
What's the big deal? You're still got,
But But you
your
have to be
health.
careful when it comes to potentially greater damage.
yeah,
Sure.
safety.
So
Yeah,
that's why,
safety and security.
yes, always have somebody
Yeah.
with
Can
you.
you go back to Deborah's comment there just quickly, and then we'll go to Amy's. So Deb's Deb's comment.
Our mascot.
Our mascot has arrived. So Deb's comment said, "Yeah, I loved my job with EPS. Was fleet management. Was with the fleet management department. Helped keep track of cars who had what. Made sure which each car had a computer, etc.
Right.
And yep, lots of stories about scammers. So I'm curious if you can share any of those stories, Deborah, about some of the scammers that you've heard about and some of the stories you've heard as well.
And maybe Deb, if you can school us on some of the more popular scams, I'd be really curious.
Mhm.
Do you remember, Bill? You and I interviewed. What is her name? She in the city. She's really popular for scamming. She's on. She's a media personality. What's her name?
Oh,
And she scams people all the
and
time?
she
No.
she warns.
she covered
Quite
stories.
the opposite. I
Yeah.
see her face. I can't remember her name. We interviewed
She
her.
used to
but
do. There used to be a thing. I think was it on one of the TV stations
Yeah.
where they would
Yeah.
cover stories like one night a week about people that had been scammed. So the
Scam,
station would
you
go
know.
out and try and help them by
Yeah.
finding like the
Right.
scammer and whoever
Didn't
did what.
CBC do a program like that one time?
CBC might have did one.
Probably, yeah.
I think they still do one. It's called Marketplace actually, and they still do that where they go out and they find.
Yeah.
Mm.
people
No,
that
it
scam,
was
so.
global. It was global. Did one show one thing about. I wish I could remember.
Well,
the
I think
name.
that was a segment.
Yeah.
I think that might have been maybe even I don't know, a weekly segment.
remember
I think
that.
I know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
I
talking
remember
about.
something.
Yeah, I
I
think I
can't
know what
remember
you're
what it's
talking
called,
about.
but I remember.
And you know what's really sad? What's really sad is you have to have weekly segments for stuff like this, right?
know,
Like it is everywhere, you guys. It's everywhere. I just was on my regular emails the other day, and I got something from, I can't remember what it is, and I'm still trying to disseminate whether this is real or not.
Mhm.
You know what? Like it's everywhere. You
Yeah.
know. So
Amy has a comment. You want to read this one there, Paul? Just a second. It's going to come up.
we'll blow it up, and I can. Yeah.
There it is.
A gut feeling is an immediate, intuitive, and subconscious knowing or sense about a person, situation, or decision that arises without conscious reasoning. Sorry, without conscious reasoning. 100%
and
it is.
that's what I was saying
100%
earlier, right?
it is.
It's
Sorry,
an
guys,
immediate
couldn't
and
read that.
intuitive reaction. But how do you get that? Like, I think what you need, I think what we need to understand is that we need to engage, but not only engage, but listen to the senses, right? Because there are billions of bytes of data coming into our minds, into our brains, as we're walking, as we're looking, as we're driving, as with this,
Yep.
as with that, as with this. So I think maybe perhaps people need, when they're pulling up to something, and I'm talking about more dangerous situations. Obviously, scamming is one thing. So you get scammed at $100, so what? You know, it's a lesson, and you move on, right? But if you're going to go to somebody's house and so on and so forth, I think you need to develop the senses to say, hey, listen, you know, this intuition that I'm feeling, it's not just something strange or weird. My brain is observing something in the subconscious that I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
Would you say you were a person with pretty good intuition?
I am, yes.
Bill?
And it comes from
Yeah, I would think so as well. Yeah.
yeah, it comes from experience, right? Because
And that's what I was just gonna
because
say.
my
Yeah.
all of my jobs have been in the public sector.
Sure.
Or that sounds like I'm a politician. I don't mean that.
No. Yeah.
I mean, you know,
working with people.
I was in home field service for 8
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
and I would go to homes and service electronics.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man, you go to some beautiful homes and
Mhm.
you meet some beautiful people, and I don't mind saying that the vice versa is true.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So,
Deborah Hughes Gar mentioned just a minute ago that most of the scam stories that she heard are all based around seniors getting scammed out of money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that obviously happens. And again, as you just mentioned, what happened with that stove,
yeah,
where there was no stove.
no stove. Right?
Yeah. And yeah, you feel bad for some of these seniors, and especially with some of the, you know, even the telephone scams and things you get, right?
Well, the big ones, the insurance ones, the inheritance ones,
Oh, yeah.
those are sad. Those are scary.
Well, I tell you, the biggest one is for senior men, right? The
yeah.
biggest one is because you get some woman, which you don't know is a woman or not, online, and then they communicate with these senior men who are, or I mean, maybe not senior, but certainly older men who are I mean, abjectly lonely, right?
Sure,
Because maybe
sure.
they just widowed, maybe they're recently
Yeah,
widowed or
sure.
something.
Yep.
And then what happens is these women online start to talk to him, which we think are women, we don't know, and then they make this, they build this friendship with this poor person, and then they say, and then
Friendship.
and then what they do is they prey on this person's empathy, right? And they say, oh, I'm in trouble, you know, my son's in jail and I need to bail him out, and blah blah blah. And now this person, if they have, you know, most of us have a lot of empathy about these things, and now you know this person, so then you say, oh, okay, I'll send you $5,000 for whatever. I've heard stories where seniors have been built out of
hundreds of thousands. They're life savings.
Yeah.
They're absolute life savings. 100%. Yeah.
You know, and they keep on asking $5,000, and I'll come see you. Can you buy me a plane ticket? You know,
Yeah.
But then you say, oh well, I'll get you the plane ticket. No, I have to buy it under my passport, or else it won't let me on. And then they fool the seniors into sending them money and basically just emptying their bank account.
Oh, sad.
That happens both whether it be online or via phone, you know, as well.
Yeah.
You know, calling these seniors out of these huge call centers and you know,
Man,
setting it
it's
up. And,
unbelievable, right?
yeah, I've seen a couple of videos online where even places like, I think they did this actually once on that CBC show Marketplace, where they had a couple of gentlemen who actually spend most of their time trying to break into these call centers and things in India and stuff that are only, and so they were able to do it actually. So when they did the Marketplace segment, these guys actually covered themselves because they didn't want people to know who they were. But they actually hacked into these systems, so they were actually now watching the scammer and having and they could put phone numbers out so that the scammers would call them thinking they were actually calling somebody, but they weren't. They were actually on the line. So these guys would go through the whole thing, right, and then realize, okay, thanks so much. We now have recorded this for the police. And by the way, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And the scammer's like sitting this on the camera, and you can actually see the guy sitting. All of a sudden,
Sitting on
and the call center, they're all getting up out of their seats, okay, looking at their cameras because they know they've been hacked into, right?
That's awesome.
Have you guys ever been scammed? Have you guys ever been scammed? Have you
I-
ever been scammed?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I can't think
not
of either.
myself. I haven't been scammed, but I have heard of people who have. And,
You know, I've bought something online from, reputable companies, and it's never been delivered, but I don't think I've been scammed per se. Yeah, I don't think so.
Leslie Ann says, my neighbor bought a shed for her backyard free. The scam was the delivery service of $200. Shed's free, but you got to pay $200 for delivery. And I'm assuming, was it for the neighbor, was it the person who had the shed that just brought it over in a truck or something? So then he still gets $200.
Yeah. No, it's so crazy.
I saw Tara May. Tara May, great to see you. By the way, I miss you. Tara May's comment is Tara May says her mom is convinced that Jason Momoa is in love with her. There's the scam right there. I saw
Hey,
that
listen, man.
post before. Thank you, Tara May. That's
Listen,
awesome.
Sandra Bullock added me on Facebook.
That's right.
Okay.
Wow.
And I tell
And
you
her
what-
and I are like this.
Oh yeah, and I messaged her back and I said,
Well,
"Listen, Sandra, I know you're a good Hollywood star and all that type of stuff, but please leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm not your type."
Yeah.
And that's another way that people have been scammed, right?
Yeah.
With Facebook pages, etc., where they all of a sudden think they're getting message, hey, Brad Pitt just sent me a note.
Brad
I
Pitt
couldn't
sent
believe
me a
it.
note.
Yeah.
But he's got I checked, he's actually got, there's a Facebook
There's a
page and
Facebook page,
everything, and or Instagram page, it's all there. Like
Yeah.
he actually messaged me, he DM'd me, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, this is why.
Yeah.
This is great.
Sandra Bullock saw my profile and she was intrigued.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wants to know more about me.
She wants to know more about me.
What's your relationship status?
Can I get to know you better?
And I'm like, "It's Sandra Bullock."
Yeah. Are you in a bus right now trying to go really fast?
Exactly. Don't stop. Whatever
Don't
you
go
do,
lower
Your
than
foot on that
50.
gas pedal.
Don't slow down.
lift,
Go lower
don't
than
lift the foot off the
50.
gas pedal.
whatever you do, don't slow down.
Uh,
And say hi to Keanu. I can do whatever the F I please. Reese.
Leslie Ann says during 2021, during lockdown, businesses were hiring people. They'd send them $2,000 to purchase computer equipment for home from a particular vendor.
Oh,
That's crazy.
sneaky.
And Laura's been hacked. You want to read that one there, Paul?
Let me try this. I've been hacked where I bought something from a reputable website and they hacked my account and I was locked out of my bank account for a day.
Wow. So they wiped out your bank account, but you said, Laura, it was a reputable website. That's the other thing that these scammers are so good at now. They put up websites that look like they are actual reputable.
Well, they have the
websites,
they have the logo, right? Like
Well,
they'll have
they might have- yeah, but
and there's going to be just one pixel off,
if
right?
You, if you look at some of these sites, I was watching a show actually just by accident a couple of nights ago. I happened to flip over and there was a show on about lost and found in airports and things that people
cool.
leaving
Yep.
luggage
Yeah.
Yep. So they opened up this suitcase because it hadn't been claimed, and it had like it was a Gucci bag or something in there.
A Gucci bag.
So they actually have a center that they send them to see if these are actually real, because if they're not real, then the airport will not donate them. They won't sell. They get destroyed.
Right.
They're not going to send anything that has been faked, right?
Fake, yeah.
And so anyway, so it went to this center, and they actually did side by side with the real one and the fake one. The fake one looked very close, but you could see there's differences in kind of how they did the stamping.
Yeah.
And the gold on it was slightly different.
Yeah.
And so right away they knew it was a fake.
That's how
But
they get you.
For you or I, like
Oh,
I probably wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
What's a fake and what's not a fake,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. And honestly, it's the old adage, right? If it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Well, no
Yeah,
buying
that's
stereo
right.
equipment out of the back seat of a car in a parking lot, yeah, which is the old adage.
Go
Yeah.
back in the day.
You know what time it is?
Oh, look, it's that time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Or good morning,
morning.
ladies and gentlemen. I got to use the good morning now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the middle of the podcast.
Cliff didn't read the script, guys.
I did not
Cliff
read
didn't
the
read the script.
I'm very, very sorry.
Les Leanne says, going back to her comments about computers, the new hire would buy the equipment but not know that the e-deposit had already been recalled.
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
And Laura says, no, I bought from the website before. It was a Disney movie website, quite legit. Interesting.
yeah.
Deborah
Wow.
Hughes.
Go ahead, Bill.
I'll just say, sorry, Deborah Hughes Gar said, I worry about a potential scammer when I get a Facebook follow request from a man and his profile picture is a picture of his junk.
Yeah, that would be.
Are you just talking
I
about the
am-
garbage
That
cans
would kind of be a
outside?
heads up.
I am really sorry about your luck.
Yeah.
That's
Are you talking about just like a picture of his garage? Like, what are you talking about,
Not
Deborah?
that there's anything wrong with that.
There's anything wrong with
wrong junk. Wrong junk.
I was in the pool.
I was in the pool. It shrinks.
I was in the pool.
There's probably a minus 50 day out.
No,
Oh,
the only time
man.
I got scammed by a company, and that was my own stupidity. I saw this really nice laptop stand, and it looked like 4 legs and
Yeah.
blah blah
Yeah,
blah, and you could lift the top of it up.
Okay.
And they said it's liquidation, it's out of business, yada
Yeah.
yada yada, $29.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh. It looked like something that you'd get from IKEA or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's not bad. So I ordered it. The laptop stand I got was basically 2 pieces of metal with a base.
It was for a dollhouse.
And basically it's literally a 2 pieces of metal with a little base on the bottom.
So you couldn't even put it together?
No, it opens up like like an accordion. It
Okay.
opens up like that.
Yeah.
And it would fit on top of a desk, and
Yeah.
you could put a iPad or something on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But it was absolutely nothing, not even slightly close to what was shown in the
Oh.
picture.
Hmm.
And in order to send it back, I would have had to ship it my own cost and make sure that it's tracking, which
Yeah.
means that it costs more. So I think it was going to cost me $28 to ship it back.
Wow.
My big thing.
So I'm like, I'll keep it.
My
Yeah.
bad thing is clothes. Here's my bad thing is
Yeah.
clothes, because here's my thing. I don't know European or Asian sizes of myself. So
Right.
I've got probably a dozen articles of clothing that are just waiting to be sold at my garage sale just because they just damn well
They just
do
don't
not fit. They just don't fit.
Yeah.
They just don't fit. So that's my thing is clothes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, your friend was Tyra, is that right? What was the person you were
Tara.
talking- Tara,
Tara's
sorry,
going.
Tara.
Tara's going
So
to France.
Tara had a comment that said, I would absolutely fall for a scam if they were selling cheap donuts.
Oh, that's Tara May. That's got to be Tara May. That's Tara May's sense of humor. Yeah.
Weird comment 4 says, great content, boys. Keep growing and building online.
And who are you?
Yeah,
Have you been here before? We'd
obviously,
like to say hi.
We'd like to say hi. You are obviously somebody that we don't recognize on the show. But anyway,
Love it.
And if you're actually weird, that's awesome because
But there's,
you'll fit right in.
and if you look at car sales, how many scams
Oh my
for
God.
buying of used
Oh my God, that's
used
crazy.
vehicles and stuff, right? Like you think you're getting, like you again, this is a story you said, I think you talked about on the podcast way back when you bought your motorcycle. So you bought it kind of sight unseen because you just decided you wanted to learn to ride a
Correct.
bike.
Yeah.
And you bought it from, was it Grand Prairie? Somebody?
Yeah. Glendon or whatever that is. Just
Glendon.
north of Grand.
Glendon.
For an
And
hour.
now
With
that was
the
an
pierogi.
okay experience for you.
It worked out perfectly fine. Well, there was a little bit of a glitch. So he had it in a and basically it was a handshake agreement, right?
Yeah.
He was asking $2,200. I told him I'll give him $1,500, but then I'll come and pick it up, right?
Yeah.
So me and Les Ann's cousin, we were good friends at the time. We got in the truck, my truck, and went and picked up the bike. And I said, listen, if I fit, because I'd never been on a motorcycle before, I said, if my body physically fits,
Yeah.
I'll buy it from you. That's my handshake agreement.
Yeah.
For $1,500. So then when I got there, nice enough guy, he had it in a shed, and he put a heater on it because Hondas need to be heated up in order to start.
Okay.
And he started, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Put it in the truck, left, went back, and this was only in February, right?
Yeah.
Or beginning of February.
Right.
So then, by the time April rolled around, I took my course.
Yeah.
Got the course, went back thinking, I know how to ride a bike, and went to start the bike, wouldn't start.
Oh.
The carburetors were all gummed up, right?
Oh.
That was an older bike. Late
Right,
90s,
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
bike. I love that thing. So anyway, I decided that I have to be a mechanic, and I took the carburetors apart, which was absolute hell to
Mhm.
take them apart and put them back together. It was even more hell, and it took me about 3 days to learn how to do it and clean the. I used the fine guitar string to poke holes in the injector and all that type of jazz. Put it all together and Roomba, baby.
Use Goo Gone, works every time.
But I tell you what, that was a good experience because the glitch was okay. It got gummed up a little bit. I don't think that was his fault.
Yeah,
he didn't put proper gas in there. I don't think, and I think that's why. But that was a good experience. $1,500 cost me however much to go and pick it up.
Again, and that is how some people have gotten scammed as well. Because now you're buying kind of sight unseen, but you're not buying from your local area. You're actually buying from something that's miles and miles and miles away.
Yeah.
And so,
and that's the one thing I sort of worry about, right? If you're gonna buy something, like sometimes I've seen something really cool online from Calgary or something like that. You know, you think, oh man, that's a really nice little amplifier or guitar or whatever. And then they say, oh well, I'll ship to you. And I think to myself, I have no idea what they're actually going to ship. They're going to ship the one in the picture.
I'm curious. You know what, you guys? I'm curious about something. If you're going to go buy an amplifier, Cliff, if you're in the market for an amplifier. Why would you just not go to a music store? Why would you go to Marketplace first?
Price.
Okay. So obviously that's not a discussion because that's exactly why I'd be doing it too.
I tell you what, you can go to the fact of the matter is if you go to Long and McQuaid right now, and this is no shade on Long and McQuaid. I like Long and McQuaid. I go there often.
Yeah.
So there's no shade on them. They're a retail organization. They need to make money.
They got to make money.
That's their life.
Yeah.
So if you get a guitar, you can go to Long and McQuaid and you can buy a used guitar. But if you bought that same used guitar from the actual person who brought it to Long and McQuaid, you'll get it for a hell of a lot cheaper. But that person doesn't have overhead. They don't have salespeople. They don't have yada yada yada. So there's no shade on Long and McQuaid. They have to make money on that. But had I bought that guitar from you, Podlie, if you were selling it,
it's because I want to get rid of it. Likely it's because I want to get rid of it.
You want maybe you want to
you're buying a different one,
whatever. But if you sold it to me, you would sell it at a less. I would get it at a lesser price. But if you went to Long and McQuaid and you said, "Hey, what did you give me for this guitar? Because I want to buy another one from you." It's just like a used car. If you buy a used car from a dealer, you're going to pay more than you are from
privately.
100%.
Right. And you believe me.
That's a non-discussion.
Dealers will scam you just as much.
Oh, for sure.
Right. They will scam. I'm telling you, I have nightmare stories of people getting scammed by some of the biggest auto dealerships.
Oh,
right.
We just talked about. I just talked about that at work this week. So 100%. Absolutely.
Leslie Ann had a comment. If we could put that one back up really quick. Ha ha ha. I just brought Doggy in the house and he perked up when he heard Cliff's voice over the speaker. Doggy ran to my office, tail wagging, and was disappointed he didn't find Cliff.
That's crazy. It was amazing. These animals, man, they're crazy.
Yeah. So when we said mascot earlier, so my dog is here. She's on site and she's with my wife right now, but she must have snuck out because all of a sudden we noticed in the background she was walking in to see what we were doing.
Yeah, it took my attention away for a couple minutes. I'm looking over there going, hey, there's a doggy over there.
It's our mascot. I was saying it's our mascot.
She's gone at this point. So Paul, you yourself again don't buy a lot online or don't. So you haven't.
No, it's my first, and the reason why I asked that question is my first instinct is to go to a big box store. It's just my first instinct. It's what I used to work in retail. I recognize that the retail stores are in somewhat dire straits right now. So that's my first inclination. If I'm gonna go buy something. As a matter of fact, you guys, I got to tell you, I was on Marketplace for the very first time myself. I don't know, a year ago, 8 months ago. I had to ask my son, how the hell do you use this? Because it's not where my mind goes. I'm going to go to a big box. I'm going to talk to a person. I'm going to ask questions face to face. That's where my mind goes if I'm going to buy something.
But that's one of the best things about Marketplace, to be honest with you. I mean, you can talk to horror stories all you want. You can talk about horror stories for every part of life. Right. But the best part about Marketplace is this twofold, Podlie. I can take exactly what you're saying and apply it to Marketplace because you want to support local, you want to talk to a real person, and they're having troubles. Retail is having troubles. Well, so are people, dude.
True.
Right? So fact of the matter is, if somebody says, "Hey, listen, I have this beautiful Fender Telecaster guitar. I bought it hoping to play, and I can't play it, or I didn't learn, or I need the money, blah blah blah."
And I lost my job.
You go talk to this dude or dudess. And I tell you what, they put the guitar in your hand and you play it and you make friends and you chat about it. And you're like, oh, man, this is a beautiful instrument. Are you sure you want to sell it? Or all that sort of stuff. And then you give them the asking price because you know that what you're getting is worth the price.
100%.
Right. So in terms of that, I think Marketplace,
it has its place.
Of course. Right. Of course. And you could, and I don't know, like I I know, silly thing. I bought a guitar strap. I saw a beautiful guitar strap.
Yeah.
She wanted $15 for it. And I'm like, that's a really nice price. Blah, blah, blah. Where are you at? She said Millwoods. And then I pushed the name, and you can see the rest of the stuff that they have for sale.
Yep.
And she had like 3 or 4 different guitar straps.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, do you have those too? She says, I'll bring them. She says, I'll meet you at this whatever
Nice.
parking lot.
Nice.
And so we met. That was a Timmy's thing too, I think, in the parking lot of Timmy. And so she had these 4 guitar straps.
Yeah.
And they were beautiful.
Yeah.
I bought all 4 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well
and,
put. Yeah.
And I don't know, I probably chatted with her for a good half an hour. Right.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, I think Marketplace has, you can talk about the horror stories, but you also got to talk about the successes. There are wonderful people out there just making a little bit of extra scratch on the side.
Yeah.
And you got to look back. If you remember, before there was things such as Marketplace or Kijiji or eBay or whatever the case might be, everything was done in print, right?
Sure.
You know, you look in the one
Little
ads,
ad,
either wanted ads
Yeah.
where people would say, hey, I'm looking
looking for
for
this.
this. I need this, you know, kind of thing. Or again, the selling ads, right?
Yeah.
And so you go through all the ads. And on occasion, if maybe somebody had a little more money, they might have a little picture with it. But
Yeah.
majority of the time it was just a written
Little
description
written
with a
description.
phone number.
Yep.
There was no, because you didn't say, you couldn't email or message the person. You had
Yeah.
to call them up and say, hey, do
You
you
had
still
to
have
call them.
that
You had to go in
guitar?
person.
You know, you talk about a guitar. Can you still have it? Like, can I come see it, kind of thing?
I got to tell you one of the most one of the sort of the biggest downsides of places of the advent of places like eBay and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time I've had. Okay, just let me caveat this for a second. I have a million hobbies.
Mm.
I'm one of those people that I like so many things that
Mhm.
my hobbies change from minute to minute,
Mhm.
and I don't necessarily delete the other hobbies. I just keep adding. So it's ridiculous. But in my younger days, music was a big thing,
Mhm.
right? And all that type of stuff. And you could walk into a pawn shop, any pawn shop.
yeah.
I have never pawned anything in my life.
Mhm.
So I don't know what that process is like.
It's like, yeah.
But when you walk into a pawn shop, you could see a guitar hanging there and you can go, hey, can I just look at that?
Mhm.
And you get it. The person at the pawn shop has no idea what they have.
They don't have
They
a
have,
clue.
no clue
Yeah.
that this is
Well-
a beautiful instrument.
Everything's coming in and going out, I would assume, all the time.
So they have no idea that it might be a beautiful instrument.
Yeah.
They paid the dude or dudess who sold it
Like, yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they're willing to sell it for just a couple $100 or
Yeah.
whatever. And you could come up with a really good find.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
you could come out of a pawn shop with a really good find.
Is it still like that at pawn shops?
No, it's not. Because
Yeah.
now, first of all, as soon as it comes into the pawn shop,
Yeah.
the people selling it, they're hard on their luck, whatever.
Yep.
They don't do the research. They just whatever money they'll get for it, they'll give it. The pawn shop people are very sophisticated. They get on the internet.
Oh, they check everything.
okay,
now.
and
yeah,
they check
yeah.
everything out, and they get
Yeah.
to know this instrument or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then the price is crazy. And what they do is they put it on eBay,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. The downside, eBay or Marketplace or whatever, and they sell it for a great price.
You know,
So people like me who used to go to the pawn shop and look for unique things,
Yeah, yeah,
such
yeah.
as a nice instrument or something, and you could get it. You know, it was so popular back in the day
Yeah.
that Fender Guitars actually brought out a line of electric guitars called the Pawn Shop line.
huh.
They actually,
You know-
you could buy a Fender called a Fender Pawn Shop.
This is such an apt conversation, you guys, because we at my house we have had that conversation this week. My son is looking to buy a guitar,
Yeah.
and I said, you know what, we're gonna let's go pawn shopping. Let's go. So you would discourage that?
I would. Now I would.
So am I just gonna go to a big box music store?
Well, it depends what you want, Paulie, right?
Well, he just wants a banger.
Again, you could
Okay,
always look
He
at,
just wants a
at
banger.
Marketplace as well, right?
Marketplace.
Put
as
in
well.
just put in guitars.
Yeah.
And everybody
Sure.
who's selling guitars will come
Sure.
up.
Are you talking
100%.
electric or acoustic?
I think he wants an electric.
Electric,
I
okay.
think.
Okay.
I think.
Can I give you just a tiny advice? Is cheap. Can I give you a tiny piece of
Of
advice?
course.
A lot of people, when they have kids that are learning guitar,
Yep.
they buy the cheapest thing possible because
Yep.
they don't know if the kids are going to stay with it.
Yep.
Here's the caveat. You buy the cheapest thing possible. It's a
Yeah.
shitty guitar.
Yeah.
You can't play it
That's
because
gonna
it's
sound
terrible,
shitty too.
and it's going to sound shitty. And what happens is that discourages the
Yeah,
child.
that is very true.
So one
Yeah.
of the things that I would tell
Yeah.
you is if you don't think he's going to stick with it, I don't know what your son is like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Go to Long and McQuaid.
Yeah.
Drop down $100 and say, I'd like to rent this guitar for
Yeah, you
1
can rent
month.
it.
100%.
So now what you do is
try it
you
out.
rent that guitar for 1 month.
Yeah.
You put it in the young man's hands.
Yeah.
And you say, what do you think? Are you going to play it? Show me that you deserve this guitar. Right? And now what you do is at the end of the month, you go give the guitar back and you say, is that the model you wanted? Does that sound right? And at that point, you go to Marketplace and you say, I'm looking for a Fender, Telecaster,
Yeah.
short scale, yada, yada, yada.
So we did this, same son. We did this with a trumpet.
Nice.
We did just that with a trumpet.
Good.
About, I don't know, two and a half years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he touched it twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Guess. And we did that with Long and McQuaid month to month. Guess how many months I paid?
Oh, yeah.
About 30.
Wow.
About 30.
Why'd you keep it so long?
So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just because, well, do you know why? Legitimately, because we were really, really busy at the time. Hockey, this, that, and the other thing. So you hope one of these days when hockey ends or when indoor soccer ends or whatever, then the next hobby is he's going to pick it up, right?
So one more tiny bit of advice before I move on. There are other parents in exactly your same shoes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So you know what you do is you phone up the other parents or put it out into the ether and say, my son is looking to borrow a guitar for a while.
Yeah.
And what do you get? You get other parents who've had the same experience. They bought it for their child. The child never used it. Now they say, hey, listen, maybe he'd like this. Yeah.
Funny that you say that. He's got a teacher at his junior high school that has 14 guitars. Obviously he gigs all the time. He's got 14 guitars. And this conversation again apparently has happened at school. He might have sparked a lunch hour guitar lesson thing. Cool. We don't know. It's to be determined with this teacher unless he wants to do it or whatever. But the conversation is there.
Yeah,
conversation is happening.
Put William Kirkland's comment up there if you can again, please. This is a good site, Podlie. William James Kirkland says go to Reverb. Reverb is a good site for musical instruments.
Love it.
Yeah, which I have not been on.
Yeah, just check
I've
Reverb.
never even heard of it. Thanks.
Reverb is a very, very good.
Said it's like Marketplace.
It's an excellent site for musical equipment.
I love it, you guys.
And the best part is it's worldwide. So if you're looking for something unique, you might find it at a store in Japan. And they'll tell you Canadian dollars is this much, Canadian shipping dollars.
Oh, that's cool.
So it'll tell you the Canadian dollars, they'll tell you the shipping.
But you can also get local stuff. It's international, but you can get local stuff too.
Canada.
Cool. Love it.
And you can search by those criteria. Right? You can search Canadian, blah, blah, blah. The other day I was on Reverb. We're talking like 2 days ago with him. I was on Reverb and I saw a guitar that I was looking at, and it turns out it's at Stang Guitars in Edmonton.
Have you been to that place? Have you been? Oh, I love that room.
Yeah, but so that guitar was on Reverb, but it was from Stang in
That's
Edmonton.
so cool.
Like,
I love that room.
I'm like, he's 4 minutes from my work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's a good site, James. William, that's a good site. So
love it. Thanks, William. Love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, we're getting down to I think we've got about 10, 11 minutes left.
Okay, well, why don't we switch gears then and
Valentine's Day.
Who do you love?
Yeah, it is. It is Valentine's Day. Does anybody have any big plans for tonight?
Any stories?
Besides Paul's Day Old Chocolates tomorrow.
Any Valentine scammers out there?
Which, by the way, are going to me and my children. No Valentine.
Valentine's Day scammers.
Yeah. Okay, so where did Valentine's Day come from? Can somebody look up one of our fine feathered producers look up Valentine's Day? I know it's St. Valentine's, but who come up with it? Did Hallmark come up with it?
Who decided to? Did Hallmark think, hey, this is going to be a great opportunity to make money?
You laugh, but I'll bet you that's exactly where it freaking came from. You know?
Yeah.
Hallmark.
Yeah. Hallmark said, hey, we got to find another way.
Or Hershey. Or I'm not French, but the Ferrero Rocher.
Hallmark is sitting around the boardroom. We're losing card revenue. We've got to come up with something else that we can sell cards at. So, right, Valentine's Day, February 14th. Start writing cards for that.
We're all music guys. Do you guys have a favorite love song?
A favorite love song?
Do you have a favorite love song?
Bridge over Troubled Water.
Bridge over Troubled Water. That is a
silly.
Good one.
Sorry, I should have
I don't know
that.
if it's my favorite. I have trouble with favorites, Paul. I have me
as
also
well.
like I do it for your love, Paul Simon. Simon Goff. I do.
Yeah.
What about you,
Bill?
I'm like you. I'm not. It's hard to pick. Sorry, and I'm just reading Amy's comments so Valentine's Day originated from a blend of ancient Roman, pagan, and Christian traditions.
Are they current Romans?
Yeah, she doesn't say that.
We're always talking about ancient Romans.
It says
How
ancient.
come nobody talks about the current Romans?
Could be a current Roman.
Right.
It began as a Catholic feast day in 496 AD to honor Saint Valentine's, a 3rd century martyr. So, wow. The Hubs and I are. This is Nicole. The Hubs and I. Oh, but I lost that one. The Hubs and I are heading to a pierogi dinner at Holy Cross Church.
Nice.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
Nothing like pierogies. Happy heart-shaped pizza day, Laura. Yeah, that's true. There's.
Hey, where's Holy Church or whatever? Where's the pierogi day? I'm gonna come stalk you.
Yeah, who does? And yeah, there's the heart-shaped pizza. One of the pizza places does their heart-shaped pizza on
Boston
Valentine's
Pizza,
Day.
BP's.
Do they?
BP's.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. Does anybody else do anything on Valentine's Day? Do you buy? No, it's weird actually because Valentine's Day, and then what's the next holiday? Easter.
Easter.
So both of them involve chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, St. Patrick's,
So-
St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day.
Well, St. Patrick's Day, that's green beer
Yes, it is.
Okay, but what I don't understand
and Guinness.
What I don't understand since you brought it up, what I don't understand is how in the world did Easter get so watered down that it became about a bunny and chocolate?
And hunting for chocolate.
Oh,
How did that
well,
happen?
yeah, I
And
don't,
And
yeah,
eggs.
yeah.
What on earth?
Where-
does
yeah,
Easter,
Where's
that's a good
where's the
question.
correlation
what on
between
earth does Easter, yeah.
Jesus dying on the cross and a bunny with ears and chocolate eggs? I don't. That's an excellent question. I don't
like
know.
Yeah.
bunny with eggs
That's-
and chocolate for Easter, the rising of
Where's the
yeah.
Who
correlation?
came up with the idea
Yeah.
and that an Easter bunny is bringing you chocolate?
Yeah. Can you imagine if you had some Islamic feast
Yeah.
that got brought down to the level of chocolates and eggs, or
Yeah.
or a Buddhist feast?
100%.
It's
yeah.
only it's
Yeah.
only in
Wild, eh?
it's only in the Christian
Chri-
religion.
Christian
and
religions.
same thing with Christmas, right? Saint Nick or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I know we can argue all day long about the dates and where
Yeah.
it comes from.
Yeah,
But I'm
Yeah.
just curious though how it ever gets to how do we get from Easter to eggs and looking for eggs and bunnies
And
I
bunnies
don't
know.
don't
And
lay
chocolate.
chocolate eggs.
and chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand all the connections.
Do you know of a bunny that lays an actual chocolate egg in reality?
What? No.
See,
What? Wait, what? What?
a bunny. Bunnies don't actually lay chocolate eggs.
That's right.
So
What did I just
What?
saw a
No,
comment
yeah,
fly by
no,
by
they
Amy.
don't. No,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Physiologically, they do not.
yeah, and Nicole says St. Patrick's Day is all about Guinness.
Yeah. And what did Amy say? Something about
Yes.
Easter? What?
We
Yes,
have
it
done
is.
a heart-shaped pizza. No, this is Valentine. Sorry, Amy. Amy had something. Yeah, she did have a comment. Sorry, prior to that one. Easter is much greater and different meaning than that has been forgotten. That has been forgotten.
Yeah. I
Yes.
just don't understand the eggs and the bunnies and stuff. I just
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Laura says we have done heart-shaped pizza from BP since 1987.
Nice.
Used to put money forwards to the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Now it just goes to local charities,
Yeah.
but still love giving back.
Yeah, 100%.
Does the heart-shaped pizza taste any different, Laura? Harder to cut.
Oh, look at
How
that!
do you
To
cut
keep
it into
I
proper
think it was
pizza?
Grandpa's spirit alive. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How do you cut a heart pizza into proper pizza slices? Is what I want to know.
I love it.
And Nicole says Ramadan is a month of
Fasting?
and a giant feast to celebrate. I need to learn more. Absolutely, it is. Nicole, my only point was no other religion that I know of personally. I mean, I might be wrong, but no other religion that I know of personally gets sort of, in my mind, diminished. I guess to eggs and
It's a long way from Jesus dying on the
Yeah.
cross to a bunny with Easter egg chocolate eggs. It
Yeah.
is a long
right?
way.
It's a
yeah.
long way, right? So,
Yeah.
and I guess my only comment is, it's
Somebody started it.
it's a curious thing to me that only in the Christian
Yeah.
religion is that something that
Very-
happens. I
yeah,
don't
it's
think it
very
happens.
true.
I don't know any other religion that it
Yeah.
happens in, like Hinduism or Islam or Baha'i or Buddhism
I'd be
Yeah.
curious how that happened.
yeah.
Who, like, what did somebody wake up one morning and said, "Hey, I got an idea. I made these
I
chocolates.
got to do a lot
last
of
night.
research when I
Let's
get home.
hide them on Easter, and
Yeah.
the kids can go find them.
Yeah.
We'll call it an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. I don't understand how that happens.
Yeah,
Right?
or we're
On-
gonna color eggs.
Yeah,
On-
there's maybe a topic for a future podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
Not necessarily about that
Yeah.
particular one, but maybe there's a future topic about how the lineages of some
Yeah,
of these,
good idea.
some of our traditions, right?
Yeah.
Deborah
idea.
said, maybe sadly, it's all about making dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
could very well be.
I
Deb.
will tell you on topic, off topic. Boston Pizza, having worked at Boston Pizza before, their single busiest day for pizzas is
Valentine's
today,
Day?
Valentine's Day. That's their
Boy,
single
these guys are getting a
busiest
lot of
day.
advertising.
Yeah.
Boston Pizza better
Yeah.
support us here.
Yeah, no kidding. Eh?
Getting a lot of
Yeah, that's their
advertising
single
out of this.
busiest day, you guys, is today, Boston Pizza.
Boston
Yeah.
Pizza.
Um,
Want to say it again,
Paul-
Paulie? Boston.
Boston Pizza. Yeah.
Boston
Boston Pizza
Pizza,
should
also
sponsor us
known
now.
as BP's.
Nicole says, yeah, it's all about the Hallmark movement. Leslie Ann says, Paul, Easter is the celebration of Christ rising from the
I've
dead.
been meaning to tell him.
His death was Good Friday.
Yes, yes, it was.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I've
Yes,
been meaning
it
to.
was.
But we
and
know it.
Nicole did make a comment earlier about St. Patrick's Day because I said
St.
Guinness
Patrick's.
as well. Yeah, it's a good Guinness Day.
It's St. Patty's
I haven't
Day.
had a Guinness in a long time. I'd have to do that on.
I did-
Kilkenny, man. It's
so
about Kilkenny, not
one,
Guinness.
one year
Guinness
I
is
did
food
go.
groups.
One year I did go to the Irish Cultural Center
Yeah.
on St. Patty's
Did
Day.
you have any luck?
Oh, it was with the Guinness I did.
Did you find
A
a
little
four-leaf
too
clover?
much luck where I couldn't drive myself home.
Guinness is
It was a good
It was
time.
a good
you
Guinness
guys.
Day.
Guinness
Yeah.
is terrible, man. It's
Yeah,
like
it was a
4
good
food
time.
groups in one.
It was yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
got to
is.
cut it. You got to cut it off. It
Gotta-
wasn't
gotta
porous.
cut it with a
It's,
knife.
it's like your appetizer, your full meal, your
Yeah.
dessert. Like it's all right there.
Yummy.
Yeah. I wonder if they have heart-shaped Guinness.
That's a good thought.
I
It's
don't
easy
care
to
what
turn
shape my
Guinness.
Guinness comes in.
I was gonna say
I don't care.
it's easy. It could be easy to turn Guinness green, but then as I was thinking about that, no, it wouldn't be because it's such a dark looking
Yeah,
It'll
beer.
turn
If you
green
put
afterwards.
if you put green food
that'd
coloring,
be
or something
sludge,
in there,
brother.
it would be-
It turns greens on the way back out.
that's
That's
after a food
Cliff,
Guinness.
Cliff can confirm. Cliff can confirm.
It's on the
How do you
way
know?
out.
How do you know that, Cliff?
Oh,
How do you know what
that
color
was a
Guinness is
very
afterwards?
good bad St. Patrick's Day.
I have a
Yeah.
friend of mine, Andy. His name is Andy. Rugby player, 6'4" from Doncaster, England. I used to go partying with him all the time, like go to the club,
Yeah.
pubs.
Yeah.
I saw him one evening drink 13 Guinnesses after
Wow.
a steak dinner.
After a steak dinner.
How?
How do you do that?
How do
Yeah.
you drink 13 Guinnesses in so many hours? Like, that was a lot of hours, but still.
And Guinness can be filling.
Guinness is filling.
With a
So,
steak dinner,
you're
and then he had
after-
13 Guinnesses.
so I went to the Irish Cultural Center. This is 15 years ago. I left unable to drive. I don't remember how many I had, but I remember being drunk, but yet more full than drunk. I really did. Like
So you never
man.
noticed whether the Guinness was green or not after.
Oh, I didn't give a rat's
So
patootie.
the good thing about Guinness for me is I can't drink that much because it's for food groups.
Yeah,
So I can't
yeah.
drink enough to get drunk. That's the best
That's the
part.
thing with Guinness too. Like I can have maybe 2 and I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Okay.
I got to go to a lighter beer. Or something at
Exactly,
that point.
Yeah.
We got less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Cliff.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to wrap, I'll tell you something. I hope you enjoyed the podcast today. Really appreciate you being here. All of you taking time out on your Saturday. I speak for the 3 of us when I tell you it's absolutely awesome and so much appreciated that you're here to come and join in the fun and the chat. I'm liking Saturday morning. I think
Saturday
Yeah, I
morning's
like
fun,
Saturday
hey?
mornings
Isn't it
as well.
fun?
Yeah. So thank you very much. We don't take your time. We don't take your time for granted. We really appreciate your presence here. If you like this podcast, please do share it. Well, if you don't like it, share it anyway. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, of course, please do that. But just want to say our appreciation. Thank you so much.
For sure. And while we have seen an uptake in subscriptions and subscribers, that's awesome. We got to keep that up. We want to keep getting that number up, and always click the notification bell once you subscribe, because you'll get the notification when our event is up, and you'll remember that we are here on Saturday morning, so you don't forget.
Thank you to our producers, James and Amy, as well. They keep this show running.
Thanks, guys.
So thank you.
Behind the scenes. All right, everybody. Well, have a great Valentine's Day, and we'll see you all next Saturday morning, 10 a.m., same place.
Have a great week.
Most
See y'all.
importantly, stay happy.
Stay happy.